Good evening. Shulchan Aruch writes Siman Chet that a person, when he wants to wear the Tallit or the tzitzit, he has to put it on and he has to say the bracha. Obviously, before he puts it on, he has to do the standing. Preferably, he should do it standing. We learned from the Omer. It says over there, lachem, the word lachem. It says by tzitzit lachem, and therefore we learn just like over there the wheat was standing. So too, a person should preferably say the bracha standing. If a person's sick and he's not able to, he definitely could put it on sitting, but preferably a person should do it standing. And also, the Kafayim says that we try to do all the mitzvot with the right hand. Therefore, a person should preferably hold the tzitzit in his right hand when he makes the bracha. There's a discussion, Gemara Mesechet Moed Katan Tetvav, about how to wrap the tzitzit on a person's head. The Tifati Ishmaelim, the Geonim, the Balei Tur, the Beit Yosef quotes them. They have an argument if this wrapping of the Ishmaelim, of the Arabs, how the Arabs wrap their head, is that applicable to the laws of tzitzit? Because we notice the blessing is Asher Kidishanu Stav Esivanu Leit'atef B'tzitzit. Leit'atef B'tzitzit means to wrap yourself in the tzitzit. So what does it mean to wrap? How do you wrap yourself with the tzitzit? So therefore, the Geonim are of the opinion that like the Arabs wrap themselves, that's how we have to wrap ourselves when we wear the tzitzit. It means including the head, wrapping around the head as well. And the Balei Tur argues and says no, that one is not learned from the other. And the Beit Yosef concludes, like the Balei Tur, that it's not a requirement, critical requirement to do the Itifat Ishmaelim. Nonetheless, Shulchan Aruch says that it's proper to do the Itifat Ishmaelim and to wrap around the head as well. I'm going to demonstrate right now how to properly wear the Tallit, just for everybody should get it one time clear, so everybody can, we'll do a little bit of a show and tell, just get it clear so everybody can do the Tifat properly. So when a person wants to wear his Tallit, he's going to take the Tallit. There's two ways. The Ben Ish Chai says one way, which is Rabbi used to do himself. He would take the Tallit and he would pull it all the way up till the end, like this. Afterwards, he would say the bracha when it was like this. He would say, he would put it on his head, and right away, without talking obviously, he would take the right side over the left shoulder. We wouldn't want to cover the face. It's not important to cover the face. You don't want to cover the face. And then 2 seconds, and then afterwards you're going to put this side 2 seconds, and you're done. And you put it down, and a person can put it onto his body. There is also the opinion of the Shamet Sibur. The Shamet Sibur writes that a person can hold it open like this. While this is open, it says Litateh B'Sisit, and right away he goes like this. And then people will go and pull all the way up like this. And then again, he's going to do the same process, the right side over the left, 2 seconds, then the left over this, 2 seconds, and he's going to be afterwards finishing the mitzvah and put it on normally how a person puts a talit. Now, either of these ways are valid. They're both very, very good. Rabbi happened to be doing like the Ben Ish Chai, like the first way where he wraps it up first and then he puts it over his head. But as long as you're doing the wrapping like I showed you before, that's the main thing. Some people, they put on Litateh B'Tzitzit and they put it on like this. They never did the wrapping. And that's a critical step that we're saying that a person should try to do as well. It's recommended. There are some people who wear the talit like this, and it's very interesting. They don't fulfill the mitzvah when they wear the talit like this. They wear the whole thing just like this, in front of them, like this, like as if it's a scarf. And that's not going to, person's not going to fulfill the mitzvah like this. It has to be tutziyot in front, tutziyot in the back. And hopefully with this in mind, a person will be able to do the mitzvah tzitzit properly, because Shulchan Aruch says preferably a person should try to do the wrapping atifat Ishmaelim. The Tallit Katan, obviously there's a little bit of discussion as well if it requires wrapping or not. But for sure, the Tallit Gadol, a person should know this is the process. And that way we make the bracha and we make the wrapping properly, we'll do this mitzvah properly. There's a nice story I read about, I said it many times, it's a very powerful story every time. How there was a flight in El Al where they were landing and their luggages were coming out. The two workers who were pulling out the luggages, they see there was a cage with a dog, and they saw the dog was sleeping, and they tried to wake him up, and they saw the dog wasn't moving. So they tried to wake him up, move, wake up, and you see that they assumed the dog must have died in the cargo. So they said, what are we going to do? They're going to get sued, we're going to lose the whole company. Who brings the dog on a flight? Probably somebody who loves their dog very much, and they're going to take it too much to heart, they're going to sue us. So they decided to switch the dog with a stray dog. And they looked similar. The stray dog by the office, it looked like it could play the part. And afterwards they see in the terminal, there's an American lady running screaming, running to the front desk and screaming, "Where's my dog? Where's my dog?" She's banging on the front desk of El Al, "Where's my dog? Where's my dog?" They said, "Giveret, excuse me, miss, there's no dogs here. There's only one dog in the plane. It was your dog. That's it. We gave you your dog." "Well, we have dogs. We don't have dogs." He says, "No, where's my dog? This is not my dog." They said, "How do you know? We don't have any other dogs." He says, "My dog was dead. I was taking him to Israel to bury him. And where you gave me a live dog, this is not my dog." Therefore, a person has to know, a lot of times in our lives, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, He sets up a certain situation. We think we know better. We try to change it. We try to force a situation, and we don't realize that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is leading us exactly where we're supposed to be. And sometimes we can mess it up by being too smart, too good for our own selves. So we should zocheh to have emunah shlema and realize everything Hashem does